Hello and good morning. So today I'm going to be looking at the Guardian's Quick Cryptic crossword number 11. So this has been published on the 15th of June 2024, and I'm going to take my time on this one, just go through it very nice and carefully, trying to verbalise all my thoughts as I look at each clue. So I haven't looked at this yet, so it's going to be a live solve. It's not going to be necessarily a quick solve, it's going to be trying to help people understand what I'm thinking as I look at it, rather than just where sometimes you know the answers but you don't know how people have got to them. The instructions for this crossword tell us that there's 4 types of clue. There are anagrams, there's acrostics, which is just taking the first letter of each certain words, alternate letters, which is just, as you see, you're taking alternate letters. So those are quite nice because the actual answer to the clue is given to you within the clue. And then finally we've got a letter swap. Now I've not seen this, but essentially apparently you're going to take take a word and then drop a letter and insert a new letter for that. And I think the example they've used is a female not male, cat in mist. So a cat, I think the way that breaks down is that a cat is a moggy. So you, because it's not male, drop the M, but put a female, which is an F, makes it a fog. Mog for fog. So let's see how this goes. It's going to be interesting. So 1 across, kind father dotes wildly. So okay, I'm looking at that clue. I see it's 4 and 7, but the word wildly immediately makes me think this is an anagram. And I can see that father dotes, the 2 words preceding that, have 11 letters, which is what I'm looking for, 11-letter word. So I'm looking for a word meaning kind that is an anagram of father dotes. I'm going to move on to 1 down because I haven't got, until I get some checkers on that clue. It'll be an easier anagram to work out once I've got some letters involved. So 1 down works out. I mean, immediately I'm thinking maybe that's an anagram. Works out logically swapping leader. Okay, so this sounds like this letter swap clue. The word swapping there works out logically leader for sun entices. I don't know quite what the clue wants me to do there. All I know is I'm looking for either something that means works out logically, which would be something like to reason, but reason's only 6 letters, or reasons probably. For sun entices, reasons. I need to get some more letters on the board really. Let's go look at 3 down because that's 3 letters. Haunts every other character in shelter. Well, okay, I'm seeing the word every other character, so this is going to be alternate letters. Haunts in shelter. H-U-T. Hut is a shelter, I think. I think that's the answer. Hut. And I've got an H there from father dotes, so that looks like it's going to work. And in fact, now I'm thinking that's hearted. There, just because it's something to do with kind. So let's go to the anagram solver and see how that goes. Father dotes. See if that gives us an answer. Shuffle that. Soft-hearted. There we go. So we've got 1 in. That's nice. That's got things moving along. Let's look at 2 down. List of animals found around. So the fact I've got an F there, and I can see found around upper northern area. Primarily, there we go. Primarily is saying this is an acrostic. Take the first letters. And to be honest, as I was reading that through as a clue, I could see that it's fauna around upper northern area. Found around upper northern area. A list of animals is the fauna. Skeptic doesn't often use basic terms explaining reasoning at first. So at first, the clue ending with at first suggests it might be another acrostic. I've got D-O-T. I think it is, isn't it? Yes. Okay, so at first. So we've got doesn't often use basic terms explaining reason. A doubter. A skeptic is a doubter. Have another look at this one over here. Works out logically. Swapping leader for sun entices. I still don't know what that is. 9 across, plan originally. So again, this my immediate thinking is just looking at that clue, having quite a lot of words in it, and I've got 5 words. Maybe we're doing another acrostic here originally. Changing 4 now. CF suggests to me there's not going to be, and in fact I can see none of those words has an A to start it, so it's not an acrostic. So now I'm thinking originally changing is telling me this is the letter drop one. For first bit of cargo ship. Not sure. Let's see if we can get to this clue here. Distant on and off affairs. So on and off is saying it's an alternate letter. So is it D? No. DSA? No. ITN? No. AFI? FAR? Yes, they are. FAR. Far. Far is distant. Let's go look at this one. Conscious changing final mark from E to D will result in prize. So, changing final mark, I think it's telling us to change the last letter of this. Change the last letter of this word on a letter swap. I'm going to come back to that one as well. These letter swaps are not something I'm familiar with, and my brain hasn't quite got into them yet. Brown cow losing head for time. So, sorry, brown crow losing head for time. So again, this looks like another swap thing. Lose head. So change the first letter and put a T there. Crow is to boast. There we go. Boast. Change the B to a B of boast to a T for time, and it becomes toast. Dangles evenly. Okay, dangles evenly. I've looked at that part and just gone immediately. Evenly says take every other letter. Dangles has got an A. I've got an A in the grid already, starting the word. I can see an A there. So A, G, E, age. Read the rest of the clue now. For a long time. Age. Age is a long time. Now, my immediate look at that is the only word I can think is either doe, as in a deer, or die, as in to die. Is my immediate, or maybe it could be due. Let's go and look. Female creature, so it's looking towards being doe. Originally, take the first letters. Depicted on etching. D-O-E. It was a doe. Has to broadcast. Promises. Okay, broadcast. I can see that I've got a 5-letter word with a T in it. I've got 5 letters. The word broadcast immediately goes to me and says, this is an anagram. I've got 5 letters there with a T in it. So, promises are oaths. If you make promises, you're swearing oaths. Rap trio. Okay, as I look, so having looked at this clue being 7 letters, I can see an A, R, and O. As I go over to here, I can see there's 7 letters in the first 2 words of the clue, and I've got an A, R, and O in there. The word travelling then says to me this is going to be an anagram, and I've got a transport hub, so that's an airport. Motet, again, same thing here really. I've got a 5-letter clue with a T in it. I can see motet is a 5-letter word with a T in it, and it's rewritten. And before I even look at the second half of that clue, I'm thinking totem, and it's a tribal emblem, so totem. This looks like I haven't looked at the clue yet. I'm thinking that probably is either a do or a go. 13 down. Fuss is an a do. About devilled octopus, so I can see A, D, O, and now I can see starters saying yes, take the first 3 letters of about devilled octopus. It's a do. Calls son's mum out. Okay, so momentary hesitation there, but I can see out is quite often an anagram indicator. Looking back at the clue, I've got 7 letters in S and M. I've got son's mum with an S and M, 7 letters in son's mum. So I guess that's an anagram of son's mum. That would be my first thought. So son's mum, meaning calls, probably ends in S as well. Summons, I can see that's summons. So yeah, as I say, I can see the word ends in calls is the definition I'm looking for. I'm looking for a word meaning calls, and ends in S, and I've got 2 S's in this clue. So one of my thoughts was I'll need to stick one of the S's there. Let's go back this way. Herb having change of heart for European subject. Okay, this change of heart thing means probably move the, it's a 5-letter word, so change this 5th letter from something to something else. And my herbs are not great. All I can think of a herb is tarragon, spices, European subject. So it's either a European, actual European. I think it might be change the middle letter to an E. I think, which, although I'm thinking of time for European subject. Actually can't do that one at this moment. Let's go back and see if I can clear up this one. Conscious changing final mark from E to D. So that's an E. That was an E. It becomes a D. Okay, conscious. A prize will result in a prize. Award. So that's I was looking for an award. Changing the D. It was aware. So if you're conscious, you're aware of things. Loudspeaker in wet tree exploded. I saw the W there. I can see a 7-letter word. As I read the clue, I can see wet tree has 7 letters. Exploded suggests it's going to be an anagram of wet tree. A loudspeaker is a tweeter, I think. Woofers and tweeters, sir. Woofers or tweeters. 21 across. Missile originally, so... Okay, I'm looking at the clue, going T-O. Seeing the word missile, I immediately thought it's going to be torpedo. Originally says it's a... probably it's going to be an acrostic, and I can see there's lots of words in this clue which makes me doubly think it's an acrostic. So, took out rich people enjoying dining outdoors. Torpedo. Okay, so I've put an E in the middle now, so it was in fact change the heart of the herb to become a European. Subject. Is that a theme? Yes, okay. So it was theme. A subject is the theme. I said time, so the time changed to an E, Y for an E. Had it, and I didn't follow it through. And that's okay. Regret. Okay, see the word regret in a crossword, I always think rue. It's a 3-letter word for a 3-letter word, and it's being aroused regularly. So we've got roused, R-U-E, regularly indicating it's take each alternative letter. So yeah, rue. Let's see if we can get this. It looks like draft. Draft. A plan is a draft. Originally changing for first bit of cargo ship. Okay, so it's originally a plan, which changing for first bit of cargo. Okay, that's craft. Okay, let's break that down. So plan is a draft. So that's what the original word is, draft. Then we're going to change the first letter, first bit of it, the C. Sorry, so originally it's a draft. Let's put it in this way. Then we need to change the first bit of that for a changing for. Okay, let's. Plan is a draft. Originally is changing, so we're going to change the first letter for the first bit of cargo, which is a C, and that gives us a ship, which is a craft. That looks like seduces. Now I'm saying, because I know entices, and again we know there's probably going to be an S on the end of that. Okay, yes, seduce. That's seduces. So works out is deduces. Deduces. Swapping the leader for S, which is a sun, so swap the D of deduces to an S, becomes seduces, which is entices. Oddly, so we've got an alternative word, but alternate letter probably. Scabbarded blade, S-A-B-R-E, sabre, which is a type of sword. Money finally swapped for male fish. So on the last letter, word meaning money, swapped for an M. A fish is a bream. So what's the original word there? If that is bream, money. I can't think what that is. Let's just see if that fits. Alternatively, so again, alternate letters are watches, A-C-E, gives us an expert. So it fits. I'm not sure what the word is. Heads of, so army. So I've seen the A. I've got 3-letter word. I've got AI air, AI army, intelligence, ruin, AI air, AIR, ruining atmosphere, and atmosphere is an air. This is probably going to be an anagram. Sorrel seems strangely cruel, so I can see that those two words, sorrel seems, are about 11 letters. Didn't count them precisely. Strangely suggests it's a anagram, and we need a word that means cruel. Remorseless, is that? I think that's remorseless. And that must be bream, but I can't think why it's bream, so let's just check all that. There we go, so it's all done. Oh. So what would that be? Money. Cream, dream, freem, cream, dream. Well, I can't quite work out what that should be. Money finally swapped. Oh, it's the last one, wasn't it? It's bread. So it was originally it's bread, money. That's what I was having a problem figuring that out. So there we go. There's the whole thing done. That was quite nice. I mean, it really helped there by the acrostics and the alternate letters. The letter drops were a little bit harder. I mean, all of those I needed some clues on really. So there you go. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed that and maybe helped you along learning